Chapter 25, America Moves to the City. The majority of these clips were unknowingly shot with a narrow screen. We apologize for this inconvenience. From 1870 to 1900, the American population doubled. The main reason for this rapid population increase was immigration from European countries, and along with this immigration came increased feelings of anti-foreignism and nativism. And this lack of acceptance actually sent some immigrants back to their countries, as America wasn't what they thought it would be. And those immigrants that stayed in America were typically only supported by politicians looking to take advantage of them for political votes to increase their power and control in the cities. Ironically, at this same time is when America received the Statue of Liberty from France as a gift to signify the opportunity and freedom that America supposedly offered. Following this population boom came rapid urbanization with things such as department stores, plumbing, electricity, and skyscrapers. Although these cities with their skyscrapers and flashing lights were amazing, they were typically dirty. Many of the city's occupants were poverty-stricken and were searching for a way to climb the social ladder. During the late 1800s, Americans began to view education as a way to improve our country and to help solve the problem of poverty. To support this cause, the Morrill Act was drafted and passed in 1862, which granted 30,000 acres of public land to each state, which would be dedicated to public education. This was a major stepping stone in the advancement of higher education in America, as it led to many public universities supported by taxpayers and some private institutions. During this time, literature also advanced, especially following the invention of the linotype in 1885, which made printing books and other pieces of text much easier. Many public libraries were established, which made literature much more accessible for the average American during this time. And some of the most popular genres were romance, and the Wild West. Newspapers also became wildly popular, sometimes reporting news and often reporting juicy gossip. Often newspapers would place emphasis on popular interest rather than truthful reporting. A perfect example of this was Victoria Woodhill's Free Love, which exposed private love affairs and shocked the public. Outside of the city, agriculture was supported by public universities via the Hatch Act, passed in 1887. In agricultural society, men were typically doing the hard work out on the farms, while women were typically homemakers, who would cook and clean while the men were tending their crops. Conversely, women in the city had employment opportunities in industrial factories, giving them a purpose outside of the home. These new freedoms enjoyed by women in the city led the push for gender equality and eventually women's suffrage. Also during this time, people began to worry about the popularity and dangers of alcohol, and the National Prohibition Party was formed in 1869, although legal prohibition didn't begin until 1920. Entertainment was also highly prized during this time, and with the invention of basketball in 1891 by James Naismith and the emergence of baseball as America's pastime, sports and other shows gained immense popularity. All in all, this time period was one of urbanization and social advancement that laid the foundation for generations to come. Thank you for watching this brief overview of Chapter 25, America Moves to the City.